Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I've had an interesting few days and I thought I'd update you with a bit of HDTV on what's been happening. First of all, the shitty things, and pun intended. Number one, on my way to the gym, I inadvertently trod in some dog shit. And it wasn't until I had the heat warmers on and I had the waft of the lovely dog shit that I realised, the hell is that? There must be something wrong. And I'd had dog shit caked into my gym shoes. Number two, when I was at the gym, I take this phone in with me and I listen to my Audible, and I dropped my phone on a hard surface. The back of the glass cracked. The phone is fine, it's not a problem, but it is a bit of a niggle. Number three, when I was at the gym, I strained my rib. So once again, this injury had been going on for about a year now. I've done it again. Ah! Hey look, it's not the end of the world. All three things are fixable. Number one, the dog shit. Well, Lou very kindly offered to clean them for me. And despite the kitchen stinking of shit whilst she was doing the cleaning, I didn't have to actually lift a finger because she's an absolute superstar and volunteered to do that for me. I think because she doesn't trust me with that type of stuff. Number two, the phone. It is a niggle, but it's a cosmetic thing more than anything. The camera still works. I'm still filming, filming right now on the phone. So as long as it's working, who cares, right? And I looked up, the replacement doesn't cost too much. Number three, although it's really frustrating that I've got this injury once again, it's probably a good thing because I've just gone to a physio once again and spoke to them about it, and they've just banned me from weight training. I can't be trusted. So we've got these different exercises. We're starting from scratch. And I don't know why I feel different, but I do. I feel this might be the change or something. So despite the crappy things happening, it's not exactly the end of the world. And not just that, I've had a couple of good things happen this week as well. So number one, I've got a friend coming down to stop with me for 2 nights. This is a guy that I was best man for at his wedding, and we don't really get to spend that much time with each other now, especially now I've moved. So I'm looking forward to spending a few days with him around Cambridge and showing him the area. Number two, the fire escape is fast approaching. We're now on the 14th, Valentine's Day, and I think it's just over 3 weeks away, 2.5 weeks away from meeting up with everyone there. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's been a while since the last one. And number three, my coaching and my stroke course are going really well. And I think we're not far away from actually starting to launch the first couple of modules to get them tested. So I think after this clip, I'm going to just show you where I'm at with the course so you can get a little insight of how I'm getting on. Okay, so I'm sat on my computer. I'm going to flip this around in a moment and just show you what I've been doing. But I've finally completed the lesson objectives for all of the, I don't even know how many lessons there are, but every lesson I've written out the kind of core material for it. I haven't done the detail, I've just done the learning objectives and what's coming up and making sure it all flows. And there are 9 modules in total. That was like a lot of grunt work, and I know I have a lot of work still to do, but I'm really pleased I've got through that phase. Now I'm moving on to something that I find a lot more fun, which is like kind of designing element. And I don't know if any of you have done online courses before, but I'm going to be using a similar approach to what a lot of people use. And that approach is going to be doing a PowerPoint presentation, and I'll be doing a screen capture record over the top of it and talking into it. In some cases, in some of the lessons, I'll be showing and explaining certain things like, for example, book covers, and actually go onto Amazon and show you book covers, talk about what I like, what I don't, why, what to do, what to avoid. In other cases, it will just be running through information and showing you what to do. So this is a big element now, and the next big phase of the project, and I just wanted to share with you the slides of what I've done so far. And let me know if you like the slides, if you don't, if you think I'm missing something, let me know in the comments below. So let me flip this round and show you what I've done so far. Okay, so here we are. I've flipped the screen around and I can show you exactly what I'm working on right now. This here is module 1, which is getting started. And I'm just going to whiz through the slides just to kind of show you the basic layout and feel of my course. You can probably see it on the left hand side here too. Module 1
what we'll cover. I've run through the various lessons that will be in there. I might be changing some of the terminology or reordering that slightly, but that's what I have in mind. Finding do a quick introduction to the site, quick site tour, understanding why you've got into publishing, how to boost your success rate, how to boost it even more, how to get over the common limiting beliefs in publishing, increasing productivity, the introduction to Kindle Direct Publishing, and then the Kindle store itself before moving on to some more nitty gritty. So module one's quite light. It's just to get things up and running, and this is so the content here may change very slightly, but what I'm more concerned with at the moment is just the feel and layout of the slides. So let me know what you think. I've stuck the logo in the bottom corner. I'm going with the same yellows, blacks, whites and greys, so let me know what you think. So module one is getting started. Module one, video one, is the introduction and quick welcome. This is the kind of my learning objectives at the start of each slide. I'll be letting you know what you're going to get out of it. So we're going to show you how to navigate the membership area when that's up and running, how to work through the course, and where to find any support if you need it. The next slide will be the tour itself. So at this point I'll break onto a screen capture like this and give you a quick tour on where you can find everything. And then at the end I'll be linking in the next lesson and showing you what's coming up next to give you an insight. So that's the kind of basic layout that I've been working on. This lesson itself is pretty short, but I'm interested to find out what you think. I've purposely tried to go off-piste from what the normal setup is and what I've seen from online courses, so I'm really interested to get your feedback. So let me know.
So what do you think? I'm interested to get your feedback. I'm working on the basic layout design. I want to get that quite consistent throughout all of the slides. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As I mentioned earlier on in the video, things went really well with my recent coaching session, and I feel like my course is actually starting to come together and it feels like I'm going to do it. Each week as it goes past and I'm getting just a little bit closer to doing it, I'm getting more excited. But I don't want to get too carried away. There's still a lot to do. So where are we at and what's happening next? Well, as you can see, the slides are starting to come together now, and I've just finished the slides for video 2 and I'm moving on to 3 and so on. And my goal is to set up the all of the slides for module 1, and then once I've done that, I'm going to actually start recording them and upload the whole of module 1. The idea being behind that, I'm going to let my coach have full access to the course for module 1, and we're going to test it out and he's going to give me some feedback. I think the whole learning from actually putting it together, the recording, the uploading, the watching, the paperwork to go with it, the tasks, that type of thing, it'll be a great time just to get some feedback. Based on that, if there's anything I need to do, any tweaks, then we'll make that happen. My coach suggested that I actually go live to the founding members with module 1 when it's ready. I kind of counted it saying, if you'd seen from the slides I showed you there, doesn't take long to get through module 1. It's really just, it is about getting started and getting in the right mindset and taking care of some basic admin stuff. I think it'll be much better to go forward with at least the second module, which is about idea generation, so people can start really making progress on the course. And after a little bit of back and forth, he kind of agreed with me. So I'm going to put together the slides for module 1. I'm going to get it on the site and test it with with my coach, and I'll test it myself. And then I'll be going to the founding members. Don't worry, I'll contact you by email to let you know once module 2 is live, which I'm hoping is going to be in about 3-4 weeks. And I'm going to get you guys to test it, fill in the questionnaire, and let me know what your thoughts are. And then the idea being, moving forward, that I'm going to, after I've received the feedback from everyone, make any tweaks which are kind of commonplace throughout the 20 people, make any changes, and then release module 3 and continue forward like that. Ask for feedback for module 3, make any tweaks that I need, and then come forward with module 4, so on and so on. And I can't tell you how excited I am about that because it actually feels like I could be offering this information out there. My course, people might be using my course in the next 3 to 4 weeks, and I've been working on this for ages. So I'm really, really excited. But guys, if you are actually one of the founding members, or if you're just generally interested to see, I'm interested in your opinion anyway. What do you think about that? Do you think this is a good idea to move forward and just offer it in bit parts for my founding members? And if not, what would you suggest I do instead? Yeah, any thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. So that's the main update for me and what I'm going to be up to really over the next week or 2, 3, 4 weeks. How about you? I hope everything's going well with you. Please share what you've been up to in the comments below. Let me know any thoughts or feelings from this video. I'm going to keep it brief there because I've got some work to do before my friend gets down in the next couple of days. I hope you're well, and I'll see you very soon and release another video in the next week. You take care now.